Hey everyone, Ratty here, and today we're here with another episode of Up and Coming. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a series where I put a highlight on new and or up and coming artists and just try to show off their work, because a lot of these smaller indie artists, or just again small up and coming artists, whatever, they put out some really good music that just doesn't get enough love. So I haven't heard anything from TheBlackSpeed yet, so this will be the first time I've heard anything from him. And if you're not familiar with who TheBlackSpeed is, he's actually another reactor. Don't worry, I'll leave a link down below in the description to his channel and this song. And this song was also mixed and mastered by another reactor known as Bell Development. I'll also leave a link down below to his channel as well. I've only recently been acquainted to either of them, so I don't know either of them super well, but I'm excited to get to know them better in the future. And anyways, though, let's just get into the song. I'm super excited to hear it. Oh, actually, one last thing. I took note of something that TheBlackSpeed said in Sonic React stream. So Sonic Reacts listened to their song in his live stream. I muted myself during the song, but I did see the text that TheBlackSpeed sent in the chat. So let me read that out because it applies to the song. Basically, the song is about our dependency and love of TikTok. As it takes our lives away, it's like the tick-tock of a clock, which sounds like TikTok, so the two different spellings. Just about how we view social media and consumes us in our day-to-day. You'll get that vibe, enjoy it. So that's a little bit of an introduction to this song. Anyways, though, let's get straight to it.
We're just living on the TikTok. Sad boys not knowing when the hit stop. Sad girls just scramble that their lips pop. These fields make waves like I skip rocks. Everybody with their finger on the tick box. Every second is a minute when you lip lock. Take breaths when you finish, just a pit stop. Watch time move slow like a wristwatch. We're all trapped in the information. The matrix foretold the simulation that we the nation would love to press on the likes and loves but no conversation. Now ain't that something? The thicker that the plot go, the more you lose till you notice that it's not so. Skin deep, black, white, that's a plot hole. Touch grass, look up, it's a light show. This is the way, everybody sees a star in the day. The only warrant that I do is the Liz. We popping tops while you watching it fizz. I triumph on you, I'm just playing, I kid. I come from the world where your friends were in AIDS. It felt like a home when you visit my space. Though times are a mess, it's the times out of grade. The next thing you know, this is over. We're just living on the TikTok. Scroll quick, make hits, just an ink drop. Girl boss, all sauce like a wing stop. Sigma alpha, a beta, just make the thing stop. Please. Keep your eye glued to the small box. Just a 916 like a call box. Thick thighs save lives when it tall socks. So I have fun when my son's playing Roblox. Yeah, with your eyes fatigued, your brain.
All right, let me pause it really quick. So I apologize. I don't usually react to a lot of rap music, so a lot of the bars are probably going right over my head. But I am really enjoying this so far. I love your voice a lot. It's such a soothing voice, and it really helps. That, like, I feel like it helps your flow a lot. I don't know. I don't know. It's just something in my brain. But also, I really love the production on this. I like the basic loop. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like some older rap. Like, I wish I could think of a more specific song, because there's some older songs that I really like that I think have similar production, but also this is like in a modern way. Of course, like the mix and master sounds really good. Like it feels modernized. But I've definitely heard some older songs that I think are reminiscent of this style of production. But I can definitely see the hints of where you're going with, where it's like everybody really does sink their lives into TikTok. Luckily, I switched phones right when TikTok was banned, so I can't re-download it on my new phone. So I've kind of been saved. I'm really lucky. At first I was like, dang, that kind of sucks, but that TikTok is a time sink. It is a time sink. But I like the line, what was it? It was talking about alpha and sigma, or sigma alpha. You know, I didn't think I'd be hearing sigma in a song. But you know, I'm a fan. I am a fan of it, because I think it's like humorous, but also it really does speak volumes about TikTok in itself, because you're getting all of these interesting, strange trends, and it seems like a lot of what you're going through is a lot of those trends, and I'm probably just not familiar with several of them, but I did notice that one immediately. But yeah, TikTok is a strange world. It really does feel like an alternate universe, which I know you mentioned something about a simulation too. TikTok almost is like it really does feel like an alternate universe. It is a simulation in itself, because you get trapped in there. You really do. It's something that it grabs your full attention in the way that it's so easy to scroll from one video to the next to keep your attention span going. Well, that's actually, it's weird that I say that, because in the long term it keeps your attention span, the app does, but it's weird because it in itself lowers your attention span with every video because they're so short. Wow, that's kind of like a paradox. That is really weird. And saying it out loud makes it weirder. But yeah, let me get to the rest of the song. I'm gonna go back a little bit, see if I can get back to that simulation line. So I'll actually go back a little bit more.
The day, the only warrant that I do is the Liz. We popping tops while you watching it fizz. I triumph on you, I'm just playing, I kid. I come from the world where your friends were in AIDS. It felt like a home when you visit my space. Though times are a mess, it's the times out of grade. The next thing you notice it's over. We're just living on the TikTok. Scroll quick, make hits, just an ink drop. Girl boss, all sauce like a wing stop. Sigma alpha, a beta, just make the thing stop. Please keep your eye glued to the small box. Just a 916 like a call box. Thick thighs save lives when it tall socks. So I have fun when my son's playing roadblocks. Yeah, with your eyes fatigued, your brain shuts down like it's high for weed. You don't walk straight but can tag the feed. You can't buy sleep but the nabs are free. I only have time when it's pay to play. The views may go but I'm here to stay. Before I let go, this is what I say. To know what's real, keep the fake away. This is the way, everybody sees a star in the day. The only warrant that I do is the Liz. We popping tops while you watching it fizz. I triumph on you, I'm just playing, I kid. I come from the world where your friends were in AIDS. It felt like a home when you visit my space. Though times are a mess, it's the times out of grade. The next thing you notice is this is the way, everybody sees a star in the day. The only warrant that I do is the Liz. We popping tops while you watching it fizz. I triumph on you, I'm just playing, I kid. I come from the world where your friends were in AIDS. It felt like a home when you visit my space. Though times are a mess, it's the times out of grade. The next thing you notice it's over, you're late.
There's one, okay, I want to get to it before I forget. You had several lines going into like the fatigue and trying to word that right. I'll just stick with fatigue. The fatigue from basically staring at TikTok late at night and just spending all your time in TikTok. And that I can really relate to, because what I would do is that each time that I'd pull up TikTok, it'd be like midnight or later. And me being a computer scientist and a YouTuber, obviously, I'm on my computer all the time. So I'm already going to get like bags under my eyes and all of that. But when I get to bed, I'd be staring at TikTok. I hate to admit it. Sometimes it'd be like 2 hours. It'd be bad. And I imagine that happens to a lot of people. And I think while you're calling that out, like in this song, I feel like it just covers it briefly, but it really does, I think, send a bigger message, because it really is a huge problem. A lot of things about TikTok is a huge problem, but the fatigue that comes with spending your life in that virtual box of TikTok, it really does do something. It changes your brain. It changes just everything about you. Like I really feel like me not using TikTok anymore has been a huge upside. I don't feel nearly as bad when I wake up the next day. I'm able to sleep better, because literally, like when you're spending an hour or two on your phone 3 inches away from your face right before you go to bed every night, that's not good. And I know I'm not the only person that do that. I've talked to friends that they did the same thing. They probably still do because they still have TikTok. I know a lot of people that go through that, and it's interesting that you're able to call out that problem in a song this short. But honestly, I know I said it was kind of a brief moment. You did actually spend like quite a bit of time, given how long this song is, going into that, which I think is really good, because that is one of the biggest downsides of TikTok. It's just the fatigue, the mental health problems, like all those physical and mental problems that come from that time sink into it. Sorry if I'm just kind of like rambling. It's hard for me to quite put it into words sometimes exactly how I feel about it, because it's a huge problem that needs to be called out more, and I think this song does a good job at doing that. With both, like, of course you add in some humor here and there. Again, I'll call back to Sigma, but so you keep it fun, but at the same time you do go into those bigger issues with something that seems harmless on the surface. And I think that's something that a lot of people really don't understand, just how bad TikTok is. Like, I know there's going to be content creators and stuff that make a big deal about how like the attention spans and stuff that comes from that, and it ruins attention spans. But not enough people do focus on the actual mental and physical problems that come out of it outside of that. Like, the fatigue is a really big one. So yeah, I think you did a really good job calling that out, making it sound good too. And again, I do want to say one more time, I really love the production on this. And Bell Development, you did fantastic with the mix and master. It really is a very, very solid song. I'm glad that I got to hear it. I hope you guys got to see this reaction and enjoyed it. If you want to check out their music, again, links in the description to both of their channels. I'll have a link to this song. Make sure to check it out. It's really good. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. That super helps out the channel. And if you really want to support the channel, I have a fourth wall shop in the description as well, where you can either become a member and get extra perks, or you can buy some merch like this very cool mug. This one is 20 ounces, but there's also 15, I think. It's somewhere around 15, and then I think it's 11 or 12 ounces. There's 3 different sizes, though. This one I know is 20. It's my favorite because I like big mugs. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.